We are supposed to be the good guys.
We are.
Does Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse fall under sequelitis? That's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this movie review. Let me kick things off or answer the question right off the bat by saying a definitive no. Actually, kinuha niya lahat nung naging successful at nagawa ng tama in the first movie, and it applied it beautifully again in the sequel, wherein we already got something amazing with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and you basically have a repeat performance, and it's not necessarily a copy-paste because things were added or elevated in such a way for this sequel that made this film slightly better. So let's talk about the things that this film does right, and there's actually a lot, so let's get started. The story this time around compared to the first film has a bit more heart. This time around, there seems to be a bigger emotional weightiness to it. There seems to be a heaviness or a serious tone that the film takes on. The story in itself is very heartfelt. I love how it also got to explore more on the story of Gwen Stacey or Spider-Woman. There was a lot of effort to talk about her, and I actually liked how that happened here because it wasn't that she stole the show completely, but then it was like a means to complement Miles Morales as well, wherein you get almost, if you see this film, you get almost like a 2-act story. But I love how it was done that way because the character development is really on point, and we get to see the repercussions again of the different worlds or multiverse in the lives of the Spider-Man or Spider-Woman. But I also love the fact that there are certain things in the Spider-Man universe that this movie really does a great way of explaining. You don't get lost, you don't get confused. And I think this is one of the best explanations of the multiverse and some of the precautions of tampering with the multiverse. This is a film that has a lot of fan service for the MCU fans out there, for comic book fans of Spider-Man. There's a lot of Easter eggs and pop culture references, comic book references. There are certain things that come in that make you excited as a fan of the MCU or of Marvel in general. They didn't just put fan services or Easter eggs for the sake of doing so. Now let's head on to the visuals. There is just nothing that I can say badly about how well this film is animated and how it's produced. It sets the bar for the future of animated films. To be honest, if Into the Spider-Verse already gave us a great grasp of a unique identity, this film just elevates it all the more by creating an atmosphere, environment, or space where the animation, the visuals complement the story so much. Even the moments that are like slow or like people are just conversing or talking, there's like images in the background that you can't necessarily, I can't picture it in a live action film, but it's so appropriate when they do it in this animated style or genre, and they maximize it. And I love the style choices or stylistic choices that they got for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. There's different like almost drawing styles and painting and different, like each character or each moment has its own identity, an artist fart. Everything an artist would want on a film, in a motion film, it's here. And I loved it. The ending, in my opinion, is one of the most conflicting endings that I've had as of late. I know there's also like this irritation with how open-ended it was, but at the same time, it was also brilliant, ballsy, and a bold move to end a film in such an open-ended manner because you get a different type of storytelling here. You expect there to be a a simple flow, a beginning, middle, and end. This one felt like it didn't even reach the middle. It was just establishing a story, beginning with something, and then culminating in another, in the trilogy, I guess, or in the third installment. I mean, the way they cap it off, it's like, okay, wait for the next one. You want to see the next one. You want to see what happens next. It's a bit conflicting, but I'm on the side that I actually loved it. It reminded me a lot of Infinity War and how they did that type of ending there. Mahalata nyo, there's nothing but praise for this film because this is a movie that I feel like is one of my favorites coming into blockbuster season. There's just this little tension that I had with the pacing. That's probably my only criticism about it because there were tendencies that it became a bit slow, dragged the story along. Like I said, it felt like just a long introduction to what will happen next. And with that being said, it's 2 hours and almost a half, 2.5 hours long almost. So it's pretty long. I give this a 9 out of 10. I would have loved to give it a 10, but again, the pacing wise, I felt just the movie suffered a bit because of that. But it is a definite recommend for me. You must see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. So that's pretty much it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're up to date whenever I drop a video here on the channel. And don't forget to make every day into an adventure. Stay safe. God bless. Peace out.